Welcome to our team call, everyone. It is March 30th. Can't believe it's going to be April already tomorrow. And tonight we're all about celebrating. We're celebrating a lot of rank advancements. We've had a ton of consultant rank advancements. You've been seeing it in the weekly recognition in NYSA for Wealth, and you'll see it again this week. But we've had many Crystal Manager advancements with the Crystal Reset. Some just as late as last night. So a couple more popped through last night. So we are so excited. And what I'm going to start the call off with is a couple quick things. Number one, be sure that you're plugging in. Now more than ever, we need to see each other. We need to be in community. We need to be celebrating and really helping each other be inspired and get excited about the opportunity that we have right now. So plug into these team calls. And if you need more, if you need accountability, make sure you're talking to your upline. Get some accountability partners. You guys could be doing weekly calls, even daily check-ins with your goal buddies, your accountability partners, to keep you on track, because we want to make sure that you guys really are seizing the opportunity that we have right now. And that's what I'm going to start with. Today on our mastermind call, I did a quick training that was shared with me on servant leadership. And one of the things we talked about was being an ambitious leader. And Lori Olson said it was something that she felt I should share with all of you guys tonight. So I thought, I absolutely want to do this. So what we were talking about is being a servant leadership. And, in this time, you guys, Eric Worre calls us a leader once we've enrolled 5 people. So most of you on this call have enrolled at least 5 people, even some of you that are brand new. So you're considered leaders. So right now, we want to be doing whatever we can to step up our leadership, to really be a light that shines for everyone, to make sure what we're posting on social media is positive and that it's attractive to people. Because right now, the people that I look at and maybe like and comment on their posts are the ones that are positive rays of sunshine right now, not the ones that are cussing and complaining and whining and moaning. Like that repels me. Where when I see someone that's excited and motivated and sharing, we have team members on our very own team that are making face masks and sending them to hospitals. Like Jamie Maynor, if you're on here, like I've been watching you, I'm so impressed by that. And so many people are doing so many great things. That's what I'm attracted to. So that's what we want to do for everyone that follows us. So when I talked about an ambitious leader today, what we talked about was, being eager to turn obstacles into opportunities. That's what an ambitious leader does. And this is an obstacle. We're in a time that this is a little challenging, and it's not the first time this has happened. It won't be the last time. And how we work through this is going to tell a lot about us, about our character, about us as leaders, about us as business people. And why I'm so excited to celebrate the people we're celebrating tonight is because they have risen during this time. They have been a light. They are attractive. They are attracting people, and it's so powerful. And why I want to celebrate them is to inspire every single one of you. So if there's someone on the call tonight that might be discouraged, that, I know a lot of people, this is not their full-time job. And so there could be people right here on this call tonight that are working from home, that aren't used to working from home full-time, that are homeschooling kids. We've got a lot of stuff going on, and we're super empathetic to all of you that are in that situation. And at the same time, we want to really focus and celebrate what's going well, what's working. And when we are in a situation like this, where we have this precious gift to share, this is a time where network marketing, when the economy goes down, network marketing goes up. People are attracted to us. People need online forms of business. People that are forced to work from home right now, that maybe are on unemployment, if they even get that, they're looking for ways to get second streams of income coming into their home. So this is not a time for us to be afraid to talk and share about Isagenix. This is the time for us to pour our heart and soul out and let people know that we've got this precious gift that we want to share with them and we want to help. So without any further ado, I want to celebrate all of our new Crystal managers. So there's so many, and I don't want to miss any. So if I do miss anyone, you're going to have to speak up at the end and unmute yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with, well, I see Tori front and center. I'm going to start off with Tori. If you would unmute, Tori. Oh, you can do it, girl. All I want you guys to do, there's so many of you, you don't have to share for, literally a minute or two. I just would like to congratulate you and have you share, how did you do it? What are you excited about? How'd you do this?
Well, I think you just expressed probably the number one thing, and that is being excited. So my husband and I's journey started in October of 2018, and it came from my best friend, Lori Keene, sharing a shake, literally at her house, sharing a shake with me, and telling me how much she loved it. And she was an anti-shake girl. So for her to love it, I figured there had to be something, to it. So, my husband and I have taken control of our health and wellness. At the age of 55, it's like better now than never. So it has really literally changed our lives. It changed our lives on how we feel, how we get up in the morning, our just getting back out there and working out, taking a walk, taking a bike ride. And those are some of the things that are so important right now, is like, social distancing, and just getting outside. Nobody said you have to stay inside your house. So my husband and I literally just go on a bike ride, talk about social distancing, no one's that close to me. And we're enjoying the outside and being together. But as far as just starting this journey, it was being patient. Lori Keene was patient with me. She didn't force anything down my throat. I was a corporate VP for many years, and I walked away from the corporate life 2 years ago, and was not really ready to jump back into anything, and not really looking, I know this sounds crazy, not looking to supplement income. And then all of a sudden the light, switch went off when she invited me to the global celebration in 2019, sitting there with her and Gina and the team. And I found another team that cared, and it was truly a care. They cared for me. They cared for the company. They cared for people that they just met there. It was kind of such a unique bond that Isagenix family really kind of brought and filled me again with hope that there is companies out there that actually really do still care about their employees. And it's infectious. I'm sorry, I get way too excited. So, this challenge for Crystal Manager at the last meeting, in the reset, well, I was never a Crystal Manager. So I thought, okay, so I can do this. Gina encouraged me, Lori encouraged me. And really it was all about helping my associates find their people and investing my time in them, just like I used to do in the corporate world, was investing in my people, investing in their success, which ultimately is my success, surrounding myself with, fun people, energetic people that were in love with the product as much as I am. So I also say share the fun. Sharing the fun has been really, really good for me. I've never been a big social media person, so learning social media has been fun. But sharing like a smoothie bowl. I made my first smoothie bowl 2 weeks ago, and posted my first smoothie bowl on Facebook last week. And just from that post, I got 2 solid leads that are going to open up and start Isagenix.
That's great.
And then reach out and follow up. Gina and Lori introduced me to Team Z. And if you don't do Team Z or something of that sort, I would strongly encourage everybody to do that. It really holds you accountable for your own business. And just today, I reached out to 22 people, for prospects. And, Cindy's right. You got to plug in. You got to plug in. And you got to plug in with your own team members. Gina and Lori and our little team, we have a call every Monday. We're actually starting it now and doing it twice a week, just so we can just have support, and we're all kind of, here. So, so never give up, never stop sharing, and never, ever, ever discount what you're capable of, because you can do it. If I can do it, y'all can do it.
Thank you, Tori. We're so excited for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Tyler, I'm going to have you, I forgot I wanted to get Michael Miller on at the beginning of the call. Michael, I'm so sorry. Tyler, if you can unmute, I'm going to have you bring him on next.
Absolutely. So Michael Miller has been an incredible case of consistency. And Michael hit Crystal Manager here. He started with us in December. Just a great member of our team. But Michael, if you could specifically speak to what you dealt with in the beginning and how that has come full circle now with you hitting Crystal Manager this week. You started the week with 0 consultants and finished with 2. Like, just speak to specifically like how you came full circle from some of the issues those first few weeks to where you're at now, because I think it's really inspiring.
Yeah, thank you, Tyler, for that awesome introduction. So yeah, back when I first started with Isagenix, I knew that I was going to get a ton of no's. I mean, Cody Thompson, the one that enrolled me, was telling me, you're going to get a ton of no's at first, and you're going to have to just keep pushing through those no's to find that yes. And I knew eventually I was going to have to step outside of my comfort zone eventually to really start finding those yeses. And sometimes just getting on phone calls wasn't doing it for me. So last week, my buddy, who actually was not even an associate, called me and said, hey man, my mom tasted a shake. My sister might want to enroll too. I'm going to need you to come to my house and teach them more about this product, because he was not educated enough to do it. And I hung up the phone. I was like, wow, I'm so excited. I'm going to hit Crystal Manager because I'm going to be able to enroll these 2 people and make him a consultant. But I quickly realized that, oh crap, I'm going to have to walk into this house and do a sip and sample by myself, a presentation in front of these 2 people I never knew. And I was like, oh my God, my fear level increased to the point where like, I didn't even know what to do. But the one thing that got me through it was something that Cody Thompson told me about maybe 2 months ago. And he said, whenever he is fearful, uncomfortable, or knows he doesn't want to do something, that is the one thing he charges straight at. And when I was walking up to my buddy Jake's house, I was like, you know what? I need to go in here, positive, energetic. I need to have these frequencies coming out of me so that it comes straight back to me. Shout out Kevin Trudeau for that fact in the SoundCloud podcast we're listening to right now. But I went in the house and I absolutely killed it. I was able to get Jake $250 bonus, and then I hit my Crystal Manager mark. And, I give it up to myself for being consistent and stepping outside of my comfort zone, but I also give it up to my team. Tyler in specific, back when I enrolled in November, I've never met somebody that has shown up every single day on morning calls like Tyler has. I know early in the morning between Tuesday and Friday, he is there at 7:30 in the morning, pouring his energy and time into us as a team. And it's truly a blessing to have Team Junto there to support me. And, Zoe, Cody, Ariella, I can't see who everybody's on here right now, but, shout out to them for really pouring all their energy and knowledge into me and helping me get to where I'm at. So, yeah.
Just a stepping stone too, man. So fired up for you, bro. If you guys could have seen where Michael was 4 months ago mentally, he wouldn't be on here talking like that. It's crazy to watch you grow, man. Super proud of you. Mom, you want me to keep rolling with?
Yeah, you keep rolling, and then I'll get a few more in after you.
Cool. All right. Why don't we go to Lucas Metzger next? So Lucas hit this a few weeks ago, actually, but Lucas, if you could speak specifically to, Lucas is, I'd say he's our most lovable team member because everybody loves him. He's got an engaging personality. But Lucas, if you could just speak to what you've learned through this. I know you just learned and you've developed so much, personally, really outside of the business. Like, I know manager for you is just like a milestone or a marker of your personal growth. Like, could you speak to where you were at before all this and what this has done for you? Can't hear you, Lucas. There we go, maybe. Huh? Still not working. Still not working. Maybe figure out your audio or sign out and come back, and we'll come back to you. No worries. All right. Well, let's go to Sunny over here at Define Carrollwood then. So Sunny has been a real bright spot on our group down here in Florida. From the time we met her, we kidnapped her and we made her go to New Year's kickoff before she even had an account and didn't even know what this was, to where she's at now. But Sunny, if you could speak to what this has done for you during this crazy uncertain time. Like, I know you've had some crazy stuff going on with your job and everything. Like, I think it'd be really inspirational to hear that you had this plan B and what that's done for you.
Yeah, hey guys, happy Monday. This actually, I don't know, I just took the risk and I gave them my credit card. I was like, do whatever you got to do with it. I'm going to go to Arizona. I'm going to learn what you guys do and pretty much find, freedom. And this was a perfect plan B because I was just thinking about this as like, just like a side hustle or like a side income. And today we actually got official email that we're laid off. So I work at Macy's and yeah, this is a perfect plan B and just to like take my time and work on ISA and then work on personal development and stuff like that. So it's been a blessing to be part of the company.
Yeah, Sonny, she's crushing it, guys. And just the blessing. I don't know how much you earned last week, Sonny, when you hit your bonus and everything, maybe like 500 or something, but
Oh yeah.
not the same as you were getting paid at your job, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So even though she didn't get paid and she got laid off, she had this plan B. So really, really cool. Pumped for you, Sonny. All right. Lucas, is Lucas back with us?
Can you hear me?
There we go. Perfect, dude. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
So I joined back in October, and I was in a not good mental state. I was very depressed. I was struggling with self-confidence, everything that you could think of. I was just thinking so negative on everything. And I am mutual friends with Taylor Peters on Instagram. He posted one night, "Who's willing to change their life?" I clicked, yeah. Night later, I get a message about what's going on. He just introductions. And 2 weeks later, he's introduced to me about Isagenix. And I was like, I don't think this is what I need. Lo and behold, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I had like $2 to my name at the time. I have a craft show coming up literally 2 days away. And I was like, you know what? I'm prepared enough for this craft show. I can make some money to start this Isagenix. I had my biggest craft show ever. And that next day I signed up with Isagenix. Went to New Year's kickoff, nervous as all. I literally was about to cancel the plans because I did not want to do it. I was like, I don't think this is what I could do. Came back from New Year's kickoff, fired up more than ever. I was ready to do this. I knew that this is what I wanted to do. I was watching my teammates. I was listening to my teammates. I was listening to podcasts and interviews with all these other people. And I was like, you know what? They all can do this. What's stopping me from not being able to do this? I wanted to host a sip and sample event. And I was thinking, it's probably not going to be a big turnout because I've gotten a lot of no's from a lot of local people that I've talked to. It was a big event and I was super excited. And I got 4 people signed up from that event. And I hit Crystal Manager, and I'm not stopping anytime soon on what I want to go next because I've came a complete circle of who I was, and I literally cannot be any grateful for my team and Cindy and everything else. And sorry, it's been a little shaky, but I'm nervous because I don't do this often, but thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Lucas. You've been an awesome inspiration, man. He hit not only manager that night because of that event, that same week he hit consultant and manager the same week. And to be honest, like I believe in everybody, Lucas, but when I heard you were renting out a hotel room, I was like, oh man, like, is he going to be able to fill a hotel room? This is his first thing ever. Like, is he really going to do it? And then I saw a picture of the event with 25 people and I was like, oh my gosh. And just a testament to, when your energy's right, nothing else matters, because Lucas's energy is unstoppable and nothing, even though he was brand new, even though he'd never done anything like this, didn't matter. His energy was just so solid.
He had $1,000 week, I think.
Yeah, unbelievable. So really, really cool. All right, who can I pick on next? Let's see. How about Caden? Caden, man, I know looks like you're busy doing some laundry there. This guy's he's a busy guy, productive guy. But Caden, if you just want to share, I think one thing that's cool about Caden is as a young guy, he might not have as big a network as somebody who's 30, 40, 50 years old, but he gets resourceful, So one of Caden's consultants that helped him hit Crystal Manager, he met on Instagram and helped that person hit Crystal Manager, and that person's really motivated to build and has a dad who has a chiropractic practice. And Caden, can you just speak to like your mind around like not taking no for an answer and being resourceful and finding a way to get what you want, even if it doesn't look pretty, I guess. I think you're really talented at that.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. I don't know if there's a specific thing to follow for that. I just kind of keep on trucking through it. I know with the cold market on Instagram or Facebook, whatever you use, it's a little bit difficult. Sometimes it's a little bit daunting to go find new people, but I just kind of try to find people that I could be friends with, people that I might be able to relate to, people I could just sit down with and be fine talking to. And I just strike up a conversation, talk to them, and see if I can put Isagenix in the conversation. If it works, it does. If not, it's cool because I'm able to talk to them anyway. So I guess being resourceful, just using Instagram the way I can. I've branched out a little bit into the other people at school that I'm talking to. I have my Isagenix business cards in my back pocket at my new job. I've handed out 5 of them so far, and I've heard back from 4 people. So we'll see how that goes. But I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to do that because my boss. But we'll see. It's been pretty cool so far. So I guess just use what you have and try to find the people that are your tribe, right?
For sure. One of us. Super proud of you, kid. You're a rock star, man. All right, let's see. 2 more here. So Ariella, why don't we go to you next? And Ariella is one of the most coachable people I've ever worked with and ever met. She's always actively seeking, like, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me how I can be better. And I think that's really served her a lot. But Ariella, could you speak to just, I think, what you've done so well is just getting uncomfortable. I think, just what before that, actually tell how you got introduced to Isagenix and talk about this opportunity versus what you were looking at, just to speak to that. But then also talk about how your willingness to get uncomfortable has helped you so much.
Yeah, and I'm going to work on some of that tonight. So thanks, Tyler, for that introduction. But I was introduced to this opportunity at such a pivotal time in my life. Growing up, I've had a ton of battles with my weight. I was hospitalized with an eating disorder, in rehab for an eating disorder, and have still continue to battle with that same mentality today. And I was in college at the University of Florida, neighbors with Cody Thompson, and who is a current team member. And at the time, our relationship was just waving while I was walking my dog. I was working for the fire department at the time, and Cody was still really involved with school. So, we would wave, and he was really friendly, and that was kind of the extent of that. But I was following him and watching him on Instagram. And at that time in my life, about 2 years after graduating, I finally started to succumb to the idea that I was an alcoholic, and started to get treatment for alcoholism, and really was craving community and mentorship, because working for the fire department and just in the line of work that I'm in, there's a lot of, despite the community, as a woman, I definitely feel alone a lot, and was constantly seeking mentorship and not really finding it outside of the work environment. And I was recruited by Amway, was going heavily through the process. I think it was about my last meeting before making a commitment. They went over the investment that I was about to make, the monetary investment, and they kind of guilt tripped me into going on a convention with them. I was, I committed to, like, tomorrow I will be on a Greyhound bus with this group of people that I've just met. I left the meeting in tears, called my boyfriend crying. I don't know what I just committed to, and I feel like really icky about it. And it was then that Cody Thompson sent me a voice message. We had been like just casually communicating. He hadn't shared with me, and he sent me a voice message saying, Happy New Year. I'm so excited about what we're working on. And, the typical invitation. And I wrote him back saying, funny you should say that. I'm really excited about something. I'm going to be making money and have more opportunity. And he was like, what? No, we need to get on the phone with Tyler. So, I spoke with Cody and Tyler on the phone, and to be honest, I told them, despite these icky feelings I was feeling with Amway, that I committed to these people. I felt like I owed them something to go through with. And finally, after talking with Cody and Tyler and kind of sitting with my vision in front of me, it was a no-brainer. And I'm so thankful, because every single day since I committed to Isagenix, I really made it a point to myself to lean in to the mentorship between Cindy, Tyler, Zoe, Cody, and the rest of the Junto team. I don't do this thing where you suffer in silence anymore. I immediately get on the phone with one of the team members. There have been many days where I'm calling Zoe and Cindy crying and they have to talk me down. And I'm so, so grateful for this team because, money and extra money is so great, but the mentorship and the friendship is unlike anything I've ever seen. So I'm really grateful for that opportunity. And as far as hitting manager, I think it was just a goal that I set for myself, and I heard it every day between my coaches, and something that I told myself. It wasn't an option that I gave myself. And like someone earlier said, I'm going to mimic, but you go after it. And I think a big thing for me was not letting the objections hit me personally, but really realizing that I'm saying yes to myself, and I want those people that are going to say yes to themselves too. So that's been something I'm continuously working on, not taking objections personally.
So cool.
Thanks,
and what I said, she's coachable. She likes to get uncomfortable. Today I told her to start being more vulnerable, and she just shared some awesome stuff with you guys, and I'm so proud of you for it, Ariella. So awesome. All right. Last but definitely not least, Lauren Frazier. So Lauren, from the time I first met her, I knew she just had a special energy about her, and I think that's why she's finding early success, and that's why I know she will continue to. So Lauren, if you could just share really how I think your unshakable faith has served you, your faith in God, your faith in yourself, your faith in the business, and everything like that. I think it'd be really powerful to share.
Hey, thanks, Tyler. I appreciate that. So I've got 3 kids, and we're in the middle of dinner, so I'm sorry if you hear any background noise, but that's the life, right? I came to Isagenix, I came to Team Junto after a lot of prayer, and truly by the grace of God, and this blessing came into my life. And I think it's the power of faith and the power of just knowing that this is where I'm supposed to be that keeps me going. I definitely am so grateful for the team. Making manager or crystal manager was phenomenal. I honestly had resigned myself to the fact that I probably wouldn't make it, and I'd be totally okay with that, because I didn't make it until yesterday, until 7 o'clock at night. But, I think the point is that you just keep going, you keep trying. And, today when I woke up to some recognition, which, was really wonderful and loving and all the excitement, I've had a few people be like, are you excited that you're a crystal manager? And I'm like, yeah, I'm excited, but director's next. So I got to keep going, So it's not so much, getting caught up in it. It's not so much, I've hit one goal. It's more like, what's the bigger goal? And honestly, I feel like I've really come into my own, especially after UIA, getting to know Lori Olson's team. Lori is amazing. Her team is amazing. And just finding, really truly connecting with my why. And that why is just to serve others and to be helpful. And in doing that, I'm serving myself. And so what greater mission is there then? So thanks.
Awesome, Lauren. All right, Mom, I think that's it for my list. Hope I didn't miss anybody.
Well, I don't know if anyone else noticed that, but Lauren's son just stole the whole show. I can't do one of those little faces, but that was just precious. And another reason why I love this so much you guys, you just saw a bunch of people, and I still have another 1 or 2 that I'm bringing on. We're all different. We're all different ages. We come from different backgrounds. We all have different stories. What's the thing that brings us together? This amazing community, the support, the encouragement, the love we pour on each other. It's just, you can't find this anywhere else. You really can't. So next, I'm going to bring on Jim Harding. And this guy is, I think being a marathon runner is quite an achievement. If you can run 26 miles, oh my gosh, you have my respect. And this guy is an ultra runner. And on top of being an ultra runner, he had an illness not too long ago, and still through the illness was able to hit this milestone of Crystal Manager. And so Jim Harding, can you unmute and share with everyone, despite your even being hospitalized, how were you able to do this?
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm up on an award show now, so I should start by thanking my coaches, Randy and Jody, for getting me here. they've always believed in me. I've been just celebrating my 2-year anniversary actually. And so, they really motivate me to be a better coach and a better leader. And so I'm really appreciative of them. Yeah, I mean, it's, the thing for me is to just, like, I think somebody mentioned this early on, about being positive. And, that's the entire thing with my Facebook page and my social media. I never, ever post anything that's negative. I'm very careful to not do that on anything that's controversial. And so, it's just drawing that interest in what you're doing. And so, sometimes you can get frustrated because you post something and you're not seeing the likes or the comments or things like that. But you have to keep in mind that people are seeing it. And, you realize that because when somebody does reach out with a direct message to you and they say, man, I've been seeing you post for, 2 months now. And I finally said, okay, I have to, reach out to you or whatever. So don't judge your social media by your likes and your comments. People are seeing it, and it's important to be consistent with it. I think that's number one for me. I have to remember too that it took me a year to join. I basically did it to prove people wrong. I was a big skeptic, and I said, hey, there's no way that a guy who runs 26 miles and now this last year 55 miles, thanks to 7 shakes on that day, by the way. So, there's no way that this program with 2 shakes is going to fuel a guy like me. And so I finally just did it to prove everybody wrong. And all I did is prove myself wrong. I dropped, even though I was a runner and active for almost 40 years, I dropped 24 pounds in 3 months. And just really everything just changed for me. And it was all about nutrition. And so just remembering that I had to, took me a year. So just remembering to stay connected with people that you've talked to about it before. Reaching out. I know there's a lot of great tools out there like Teamsy and stuff that help with this. I'm not there yet, but I'm going to get there. But it's connecting with those people and not always about Isagenix, like, especially now, right? It's like, how's your family doing? How are you holding up in this? Like getting to that part of the conversation and not even mentioning Isagenix. For me, I'll have 3, 4, 5 conversations with somebody with never mentioning Isagenix. And then they'll come back to you and say, hey, like, I'm interested in what you're doing. So like a lot of times you don't even have to make an ask, and just showing interest in somebody is going to bring that person in. So, that's really the things for me, I think, that, have helped me out. Technically I haven't officially made manager yet. We had a little bit of a glitch yesterday I waited till the very last minute, and one of my guys who took on our January challenge and dropped 20 pounds in January, he's the one who came on. He got his wife started, and now his daughter started. And there's a little bit of a technical glitch last night, but I think we'll get that cleared up, and I'll make it. And I'm looking forward to the next step already. I have, in the process of trying to get to 2, I have 4 or 5 people that have, I've tried to talk to, and, I'm hoping that those people will eventually convert. And I'm still adding customers. I'm up to 20 customers now, which is awesome. I'm still adding people in the midst of all this going on. And so, yeah, it's been great.
That's great. Well, thank you so much. I'm so proud of you and so thrilled for you. And we're going to chat, guys, about what's next after I have one more person I'm going to bring on. So thanks so much, Jim. All right. So next I want to bring on Tammy. And Lori, I don't know if you got my message. Lori, are you still with me? Lori Olson? Are you able to unmute?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to have you introduce Tammy. What I wanted to really focus on with Tammy is the whole manager pools. And I'm going to share my screen, but would you introduce her first for me?
I would love to. I don't know if I can see her from here. Oh, there you are. Tammy, Tammy, I don't even remember how long ago she signed up, but, people kind of grow into this, I think. And so it started with, like, the first time I met her was at a Super Saturday in Minneapolis. And I think from personality wise, she's a very kind blue person. We get along really great, but again, extremely coachable. But she's not this crazy yellow outgoing, type person. So, but she's very diligent and has learned the power of consistency. And I think, she even spoke up on my last team call when she was enrolling a lot of people, and she's like, I know it sounds like it's been said 100 times, but it's consistency. And I think that's what we realize is so very few people literally are. So it just pays off to do that. And so I know she uses a lot of Teamsy. I mean, she's hit every call, like all these calls that Isagenix offers. She's hitting them when she has more time, of course, now. But honestly, diligent on work it when it's a work it call, which we've been doing in some of our Derby, whatever it's called. What is that called? The Derby thing. She's on those every single time. And a lot of people get on calls like that and kind of pretend they're doing it. And she's down there doing it. She was just at David Wood event with us. And when you have to go make your calls, she's out making her calls. Half the people didn't do it. It's work, it's effort, it's putting in the work. And then she takes, and I think this when people are all like, how do I get in the manager pool? So we've gone through it before. I mean, she takes ownership of her business and she's printed out the sheet. And this is what I need to do to make sure I'm in the pool. I'm not getting a 0 in any of these. And so lo and behold, she had 20 shares from last month in the manager pool, which we don't know what that turns out to be yet, but we're super excited for her. And she just turned 50 yesterday.
Oh,
so
happy birthday.
If you're not too old, it's not too late. Give up all the excuses.
That's great. That's great. All right, Tammy, would you please unmute? I want to chat with you about the pools, really, because we haven't talked about that. So we've got all these new crystal managers. I was going to share my screen and show everyone, but would you share with everybody how you're tracking it and share with everybody, how Lori, when she was so excited about you, she's like, she actually takes the leader in action form and tracks it and follows it, which we want everyone doing now.
Yeah, that's exactly. Well, thank you, Lori, and thank you, Cindy, for having me on tonight. I don't know if I can follow the STAR group, though. You guys are just inspirational, and I love the energy and excitement. And good for you for starting out at this young age. Most of you are half my age now, but just keep going. And again, like Lori said too, and everybody said, consistency is key. And I really have found that Teamsy has been a great tool for that. But and then just connecting with people, and again, not mentioning the business, but just connecting and really talking with people and understanding their lifestyles and stuff. I'll give you one quick example of the consistency. I had an employee that has tried shakes before. Samples of my shakes probably a couple years ago, and has asked and asked and asked. And so right before the call here, I enrolled her. So it's probably been about 2 years going. So anyway, manager pool. So I got on a quick call with another, like you said, we always use somebody in that group to mentor by and stuff with Erica Zinman, and she explained the manager pool to me a little bit more. And she showed me the neat little reports that you can run. So every morning, or every Monday morning, they update all of that. So I hop on really quick and look and see where I'm at. And like you said, you don't want a 0 in any of the columns, because if you have a 0 there, then that means you just don't have, you can't qualify for the shares at all. So just being consistent with that too, following those numbers, and making sure too that you're enrolling consistently. That's where your numbers really drive up. And then there we go. Obviously to the rank advancing people. So did you want me to share anything else, Lori or Cindy?
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to, this is what she followed, you guys. So she tracked how many people she was enrolling every month, how many advancements she had, her net cycle growth. And this is the calculation. It's in your back office under contests and promotions to figure out her monthly shares. And so all of you that are brand new crystal managers, you're going to want to do this every single week. You're going to want to track this so you can see how many shares you earn. And guys, this can be up to $1,000 a month for 3 months. So you can play in this manager pool up to 3 months. Now, our goal for you is that you don't stop here. Like Jim was just saying, we want you to, continue to move on to director now. But that's so cool. So Tammy, you're going to have to, shout it out from the mountaintops when you find out how much your shares were worth, and let us know. I don't know how many people played in it last month, so it's not a set number, you guys, but how exciting. We're so excited for you that you're tracking, that you earn shares, and that you're now on to director.
That's right.
Well, way to go.
Cool.
Thanks so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Tonight. Did I miss anyone, you guys? I think I've gotten everyone covered. All right. So what I want to end on, guys, is, you know, when I messaged Lauren this morning and I said, you know, congratulations, it's official, your title changed this morning. That's what she said to me. What she said on the call was, I said to her, enjoy the journey, because I want you guys celebrating. All of you that just achieved this huge accomplishment, I want you celebrating. And I want you to enjoy the journey. But what she said to me was, I'm not sitting here. I mean, I'm going to keep going. And what's so cool is all of the effort that all of you just put in will pay off. Like what Jim just said, he's going to have more people to work with now because he's been planting the seeds and working so hard to become a manager. So maybe some people didn't come through that will come through now for director, that will come through now for executive. So guys, in your calendar, get that date written down. April 13th, I believe. No. April 17th.
May 17th.
17th, thank you. I think that was Lisa. Thank you for helping me. April 17th, Crystal Director. So you need 6 consultants. So for those of you that, you know, might have missed manager, I hope tonight fired you up. I hope it inspired you. Don't feel that if you missed manager, you can't hit director, you can't hit executive. Absolutely you can. You could have 0 consultants right now and hit executive. So please be inspired by tonight. I hope that you resonated with at least one of these amazing people that shared with you guys tonight, and that it fired you up and that you really go for it. Because, and I know Cindy Donaldson, yours is, you're so new, you didn't even have to do the crystal reset. So I think you're on track to go here in the next week or so, right?
Yeah, I need one more person, and April 7th, I think, is my deadline.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, we're cheering you on.
Thanks.
Guys, you know, this is what we're here for. So take advantage of this time that we have right now. Get your upline on 3-way calls. Ask for help. I can't remember who said it. Oh, it was Ariella. You know, if you need help, you let us know. That's what we're here for. We want to see you succeed. We want to see you getting these bonuses. And we want you to take advantage of this amazing opportunity that we have right now. More than ever, people need what we have right now. You guys have this gift. Go share it with everyone. I love you. Thank you guys for being with us tonight, staying on a little longer. Congratulations to all of our crystal managers. We love you all.